You are your second game side pile winner. And your cut going into the final game. Second side pile was won by Daniel Schabel with 258. Leader is now plus 97. Your cut plus 45. Plus 45.
said, all you want to do is get in. Everything else take care of itself. Just give me a chance. No one knows that shit. Once these guys are done, let's make sure we got everything cleaned up in the area. And we'll punch it all over the shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Nick Lasorza here with Jeremy Hansen and Associates. We are here at Highland Park Lanes in Greely for ABT Stepladder Finals. This is our first match today. It'll feature our 5th seed, Ralph Pruitt, who General Manager Zach Enders loves to call the snowplow.
Very much.
Because every time he gets here, he seems to make the finals. And he's taking on David Schlehuber. Dave from Fort Collins, and he is elected to lead the match. Close match, only 5-pin difference in handicaps. Dave's elected to lead the match, and here we go. Dave has actually won 8 titles with us in his years of bowling.
I was going to ask if they're both wearing their current up-to-date
No.
championship shirts.
Absolutely not.
So what number is Ralph going for?
Ralph has 10. He's going for 11.
Okay.
Dan Bailey, I think, is going for number 3. 2nd seed, Anton Johnson, I don't believe is 1, and I know Nathan Roth, their tournament leader, hasn't won. So, but they're all in the mega pot, so that's a good thing.
So in other words, we at least still have the potential for a
A
first
new-
time,
yep.
a new winner.
A newbie.
Good.
Yep. All right, so Dave makes a spare. This weekend they were on the 2023 PBA Scorpion, 42 feet. Cuts were actually about average for what I would consider. Cut was 30-something on Saturday and +1 this morning. That's because everybody wasn't awake yet.
Very much so.
And I think 39 for the second one. So
Either
the cut for the top 5 today was 50, which was pretty good. But again, you're opening up a little bit, so it'll tend to give you a little bit more area. But okay, Ralphie, no problem with a spare. Other than our 2nd seed, Anton Johnson, who was elected to give everybody 20 pins of handicap. The rest of the guys are within a couple pins of each other, which is nice. All right, light mixer leaves the 2. Oh, 2-8.
2-8.
Oh, I'm sorry, 3-9. Close. Yeah, he covered it. Okay, good shot. Through the face, but just leaves the 3-pin. Again, Dave with the 5-pin handicap advantage. Both of these guys are pretty direct and straight, good spare shooters, so it would seem to be a close match. Normally is. Ooh, that's not good. Flags are 3. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Warner, who was over at Centennial Lanes covering that scratch event that Don puts on every year. I think he ended up with a full field because I know he had guys on waiting lists. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 8, 10. Looks like the, from what I looked, it looked like the cuts were pretty low. was it 30, 38 to catch a check or something like that? Great shot. Attaboy, Dave. All right, he makes up for that flag in that 3-pin. Maybe. Nope. Okay, pulls it, leaves a 1-3-6. Maybe. Nope. Chopped it. Saw it coming. Every time I watch him bowl, I think of you.
You think of me. No. See, I would have taken the 3-pin clean out of the middle of that.
Done it. Yes.
I've done it very recently.
Ooh. I thought he was going to leave the 3, 6, 7, 10. That would have been fun. Next week we will be at Centennial Lanes. We'll be on Kryptonite, 43 feet. I like to call that the Jason Pool Open because he thinks he's Superman. So might as well put out Kryptonite and mess with him.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh. 310, baby split. If it makes a spare or give him a 6-pin lead. Maybe. Yeah, there you go. Put a little body English in there.
It usually helps to make the ball either
I think
move
so.
left or right sometimes.
Ooh, good mixer. Didn't carry to 7.
He didn't like that one so much, he tried bringing it back out so he could take it home.
He did. Yes, he did. Maybe. Ooh, leaves a 5. Everybody wants a free beer in this bowl zone. Friday night at Coal Creek, though, it does get more expensive. Everybody wants shots.
Yes. But they at least stick to the $1, $2 shots, though. So
Not if you
it
have
helps a
15 of
little.
them.
Well, better than 15 beers.
True. Very true. Playing with death. 310. And we're now into a one pin difference with handicap. Hard way. Nope. Ooh, couldn't get it. 89 in the sixth. David could give himself a little bit of breathing room here. Ooh, that looked pretty good. Low pocket 10 pin. Don't forget, folks, those of you watching up here and you live in the northern extremities of Denver, we are up here for the next couple weeks. We're in Greely today. Next weekend we'll be in Longmont. Following week, Loveland. And then our spring regional at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood. Ooh, that hurts. So he couldn't take advantage of his open, so it's up 9 pins. Still with 4 frames to go. Oh, I like the sound of that. I didn't see it, but it sure sounded good.
Trip 4 comes forward. Saw that a lot today, though.
Could you?
A lot of 4 pins.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, everybody's in the Megapot today, so 5th place today will be at 248. Oh boy, 6-7. 4th place at 273. 3rd place at 420. 2nd place at 790, and our champion today will get $1,580. Why not? Go ahead. Ooh, that was close.
You got close on that.
Yeah. Back-to-back split, so. Currently down 15. Maybe? Aha.
There's the plow hit.
There's the snowplow we've all come to love. But that does open up the door for him, because whoever can string a couple here, take advantage of this match. Maybe? Come on. Oh, couldn't get the 7 out. Where have you seen that before?
Not knocking down a 7-pin?
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Coal Creek.
Well, that too, yes.
Friday nights. 10 to 15 a week.
Not quite that many for me. But definitely have had my fair share.
Looks good. All right. Dave converts a spare, so he's possibly 132 in the 8th. Ralph can do some damage here if he can put a couple together. Best David can do right now is 193 scratch with 28, 221. Ooh. Wow. That was a better that was a better shot. Wasn't a low pocket 10, but he couldn't get the 10 out. So really, this match is in Ralph's hands. There's nothing Dave can do. Best Dave can do is 182. Ralph can go 188. And, oh boy, that really hurt.
Yeah, it's never fun opening the ninth.
No, especially the 9th. Foundation frame you'll open as a killer. So let's see if Ralph can put the hammer down. David Schlehuber out of Fort Collins. high school teacher forever. Oh, there we go. The snow plow, the snow plow double. Yeah, I know. Well, you still got to stay in shape, you know.
True.
You can go in and do sand or stuff like that. Get used to it. But Dave's been a wrestling coach, and I believe he's a girls' softball coach also. Been doing it for quite a while. And Ralph is retired. Baby split. They're going to make it one of these times. All right, so if he fails to convert, he could probably end up with 153 or 154 scratch. 177. That puts Dave in range, even though he opened. Looks close. Good shot. All right. So the best Ralph can do is 166, 189 with handicap.
Into a situation where he's got a double.
Yeah, otherwise falls just a little bit short. There's the snow plow we love. 166 with 23 for 189. Now he's got to hope that Dave doesn't shut the door on him. Leaves a 136. Here's the fun part for all you Joe Stepniak fans. Dave converts the 136 and strikes. We have a tie game.
Yeah.
And we get to do it all over again. And Dave, since he hasn't struck yet, I think the odds are in his favor, actually. Oh, no.
Oh, that was a bad day.
1, 2, 4, and chops a 1, 2 off to 4. That cost Dave the match, which is a shame. That looked pretty good. So Dave Schleber, 178 with handicap. He's going to go home in 5th place. $248. And the snowplow moves on. So Ralph Pruitt with handicap 189. Okay, so when we come back, folks, you're going to see match number 2. That'll feature Ralph Pruitt against our 3rd seed Dan Bailey out of Fort Morgan. Dan will get his practice shots here shortly, and then we'll begin match number 2. Again, you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Highland Park Lanes in Greely. And we'll be back in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at Highland Park Lanes. Nicholas Sorsa, Jeremy Hansen. This second match will be pretty good. It's close, 4-pin difference. We have Dan Bailey looking for title number 5 here in the Denver area. Years ago, we had 2 branches in Michigan where he won just about 10 titles. But again, that's 20-some years ago. Ralphie, again, he's looking for title number 10. So both experienced champions and been with the club for a long time. Dan's option was to lead and finish last, and he's elected to do that. So we're going to shake hands and begin match number 2. Dan currently lives in Fort Morgan, and of course Ralph lives in Westminster. Ralph is retired paver. I used to try to run him over when they were doing blacktop in Arvada. And he'd look at me, his eyes get real big, and then realize it was me, and he started throwing stuff at me. But, you know. But now he spends his time rebuilding and restoring Volkswagen Beetles.
Interesting.
Pretty cool. And he does the interiors and everything. Does a real nice job. Keeps him busy. Oh, yeah. Tugged it just a little bit. Walked up high. Greek Church in the first frame. Well, you know, you might as well make it.
There versus later on.
Even if you get 8 or 9 in the first frame, not a big deal. Obviously, you don't want to do that, but if you're going to leave a 5-count split, you want to do it early. Or a fill ball if you had that room. That's about it. I mean, he's going to go for it. Look at that. That was a great try. Gets 9. It's pretty good. Yep. And people, you know, people say, well, you should go for the 4-7. Slide the 4-pin into the 3 in the corner, get a chance to mix it up. I go for count. Yeah, that's all. And if it happens to work, it happens, you know. Okay, first frame for Ralph. Uh-oh. Well, he must like Danny. Yeah. Well, see, he jinxed both of you. So he converts to 4-7. Both bowlers will have 9 in the first frame. All right, so 9 and 9. Who's going to make the first move? Ralph did his league bowling this past season at Bolero, Westminster. For you old-timers, that was Rocky Mountain Lanes, 92nd in Harlan.
It will forever and for always be Rocky
Yes,
Mountain
of course.
Lanes.
Ooh, got away with that. 6-10. And, of course, Dan living in Fort Morgan bowls at the old Gold Crown Lanes. And I know it's been renamed, but unfortunately, and I apologize, I can't remember what the name of it is. But years and years ago when ABT Denver first started, we actually ran tournaments at Gold Crown. In the early to mid 80s, 83, 84.
I don't want to make you feel too old here, Nick.
Hush,
That is
I don't want you to go there.
Before my time.
Shut up.
Not much before, but just a year.
God.
I know. I'm young-ish.
I used to laugh. One of the guys, one of my original directors, who now lives with his daughter in either Georgia or Alabama, I can't remember, Clyde Holman, who used to live in Wiggins. And I laughed. I said, Clyde, you know, I finally saw Wiggins. I said, as I was driving, I saw a sign that said, "Welcome to Wiggins." And as I left and looked behind me, it says, "You're now leaving Wiggins." So, real big town.
Yes.
I don't know if they had a traffic light or not, but. I think he lived there his whole life. As his dad was a farmer, actually, and Clyde was a farmer. He did organic farming. Attaboy, no problem there. Ooh, almost got lucky. Leaves a 6. No problem. All right. We're going to go from one extreme to the other in the next match. These two guys are very deliberate, take their time. And my second seeded player, Anton Johnson, is like light years ahead.
is get up and go.
He gets up and goes. Ooh, there you go. It's a pretty good shot. All right, so a close 1-pin lead by Mr. Pruitt. Ooh, 4-7-10. Want to strike though, so you got to get count. Got to get the 2 minimum. He's going to go for it. Give it a decent shot. All right, so he's 9 out. 57 in the 4th when it opened. Pulled that one badly, got lucky. Just leave it 3-6. He converts a spare here. He got a mark, pretty much a 1-mark lead after 4. Again, those of you that are current ABT members but haven't bowled in a while, or you've let your membership expire, don't forget we got our spring regional coming up at Holiday Lanes over Memorial Day weekend. 10,000. First place. Don't want to miss it. 4 block qualifiers, 1 block on Friday night, 1 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday, and then 1 Monday morning, and then we go into our semifinals. If you want more information on that regional, you can give me a call, office number 303-422-0190, or call the ABT cell phone at 303-903-1863. I never sleep. I thought he was going to trip the 6 from behind, but he didn't. So this is basically your grinder match here.
This game so far, Ralph has at least found the pocket earlier than the first game.
Yeah. Okay, no problem with the spare. All right. So Dan's got 2 opens. Ralph has 2 opens. Ooh, crossed over, left a 6-10. Normally you would hear the words of wisdom from our general manager here, Zach Enders, but Zach is bowling that scratch tournament over at Centennial. I don't know if he made the cut or not, but if he didn't, I'll have to give him some grief when I see him the next time. Full field, so I guess it was 96 bowlers. That's very good. Maybe? Yeah, yep, high. High and right through the face. That lane's starting to give him major problems, but they're both grinding, so get your 2 pins, Ralph, and hang in there. Still got 4 frames left. All right, Ralph gets his 283 in the 6th. The mark here, Dan can take a 12-pin lead scratch. 16-pin lead with handicap. This would be a good time. Hurry. Ooh, couldn't kick out the 4. That looked pretty good. Okay, 74 in the 5th. So they are a tied scratch at the present time. But if Dan can cover the split, take about a 13, 14 pin lead with 3 frames to go. There we go. All right. They tell me it's a beautiful day outside today, but we wouldn't know.
No. There are no skylights to look up.
No, no.
Windows are tinted on the doors.
That's trouble. Yep. Got very lucky. Only leaves 3, 6, 10. All right, no problem there. So Sparrows in the 7th. Up 12 pins. Ralph's got 4 frames left. He's got to make a move here. 3 splits so far have really hurt him. There you go. Speak of the devil. Hey, can he do it again?
You know, if I was a betting man.
Oh, you don't bet.
Not usually.
No. But me, on the other hand.
We'll give it about a 70-30. 70% chance of most likely not going to happen, and a 30% chance of definitely not going to happen.
Well, that's actually pretty good odds on this pattern. That's going through the face. Ooh, and he almost carried the 4. It was high, but almost carried. So 103 in the 7th, if he converts. Oh, I don't know.
Nope.
I didn't think so. Wow. That's unusual for Ralph. He almost never misses single pin spares, but that one hurt him big time. But he's still not out of it.
No, not quite. He starts to pull himself up, and then he slips.
Yeah. Never got there. 1, 2, 4, 8. Loses a little bit of count. Converts his spare, will be up 9 pins overall. Leaves the door open for Ralph yet again. A double would be huge for anybody here. We've only had, what, about 3 strikes, 4 strikes in the first 2 matches? basically been spares.
First match was 4 strikes total, and so far this match we've had 2.
Yeah. Looks good. Yep. Cover all the pins with the ball.
They say when possible, that's the best way to guarantee you pick up the spare.
True.
If your ball hits every pin.
That's right. Danmark's here. You can have a 20-pin lead with 2 frames to go. Really putting the heat on Ralph. Oh, he does kick the far pin forward. Yeah. Basically, he tells Ralph, now I know how you did that. That's all right. That's good. Hurry. Nope, never got there. Lucky just to leave a 1-2. Okay, so let's see. If he spares and goes off the sheet, best Ralph can do is 161 plus 23, 184.
And Dan will just need a mark.
I don't know if he even needs a mark. We'll see. Okay. Spares on ninth. Well, if Dan just goes spare and count, he'd go 167, like 193. So Ralph's got to at least double, give himself a chance. Force Dan to mark anyway. That's close. Oh boy. 5-10. You watch it rolling that ball. It was pretty flat going in, so it was just a matter of time. It's a shame. Ralph 4 splits, which is unusual for him. But I think his day is over. Yep. He's going to finish 138, 161 with handicap. Dan's already got that. All right, Dan just finishing out the game. Game's mathematically over. Ralph's going to go home in 4th place with 5% of the mega pot, $273. And match number 3 will feature Dan Bailey against our 2nd seed, Anton Johnson of Fort Collins. Anton, a freshman at Colorado School of Mines. Okay, covers the bucket, no problem. So he can go 167, 194 with handicap.
273.
See, Nick, that's why we put our phones on silent.
I never do that. I'll fall asleep.
Well, is that a bad thing? Finally
Depends.
get a rest and take a nap for change?
All right, so Dan, 166 and 27. 193 defeats Ralph Pruitt of Westminster, 161. Ralph going home in fourth place, $273. And when we come back, folks, we're going to have Anton Johnson throw his practice shots, and we'll begin match number 3. This match will take about 1/5 the time as this one just did. Trust me on that.
Hopefully.
All right, folks, we'll be right back again. ABT here at Highland Park. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Nicholas Orsa here at Highland Park Lanes. This is match number 3 of ABT Stair-Step Finals. This third match will feature Dan Bailey out of Fort Morgan against our second seed, Anton Johnson out of Fort Collins. Anton's elected to have Dan lead the match. So shake hands, and here we go. This will be quick and painless. Maybe.
Possibly.
The only thing with that I've noticed with Anton, you know, the practice pair was fresh. He was lined up on it pretty good, but this pair obviously had some games balled on it, so he's got to
make that mental adjustment.
Yeah, make the mental adjustment or change equipment or move deeper, which he has no problem doing. My braille is not as good as it used to be.
That's okay. Thankfully, I did mute the mic real quick, so you could have said it out loud, but it was more fun watching you try and sign it to him.
Nah. Any little thing to keep us awake, you know.
And entertaining.
All right. Yeah, that was actually a better shot for Anton because he was, that ball was hooking pretty early in the mids there, so he made a move and got closer, but he needs to, at this point, I'm thinking he might want to change equipment because he's running out of room. But okay, no problem. All right, both bowlers marking the first. And Anton's spotting Dan Bailey 20 pins. Getting closer. He actually is getting closer. He's tweaking. 3-6-10. Yeah, he knew it. He knew it when he let it go. All right, so Anton's open in a second. Dan could really take a big early lead here with a double. Already getting 20 pins in the handicap. He can double against Anton's open in a second. That really makes it much more difficult for Anton to come back because he's not lined up yet. Nope. Ooh, washout. 1, 2, 4, 10. Put on a strike. So we get at least 3 out of 4 to count would help. Nope, he didn't like it. Well, he gets 2 out of the 4. So, tie game after 2, scratch that is. So Dan maintains his 20-pin lead, but missed a golden opportunity there to really get that lead almost to a point of Anton not being able to catch him. But 8 frames to get dialed in. Wow. Real high, but luckily only left the 6-pin. No problem there. So Dan converts his spare. And here comes Anton Johnson again. He needs to... spares are normally not the issue for Anton, but he needs to start throwing a few here to make the game not so difficult. Oh, nice. Much better. A little bit more speed. Got a little bit deeper, sent it out. Pretty confident the ball would come back, of course. So we can cut the deficit to 10 pins with a double here. Look at that. 3 pins at the 7 and they don't fall. I liked it.
And not a single one touch.
Nope. But the last 2 shots have been real good shots for Anton, so he's pretty much zeroed in now. All right, no problem. All right, so Anton Johnson, 46 in the 3rd, and Dan can do the same with a strike. Close. Yep, very good. All right. Still a 20-pin match, but Dan can extend the lead to 30 with a double. And I would recommend you do that because Anton has found the look. So get as much as you can now.
Watching him early on, yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Take every advantage you can, as often as you can.
Yep. Oh. Well, pocket 10. problem there. All right, Dan Bailey. 66 in the fourth with a spare in the fifth. Continues that 20-pin lead over Anton Johnson. See if we can put a couple together here and make it interesting. Yeah, a little high. 4-pin. No problem with the spare. Three bowlers left and two are non-champions. Let's see what happens.
You said Dan's already got 10 currently.
He's got a bunch, but most of them are from Western Michigan branch from about 30 years ago. Wow. So he goes high 4-pin and a little low pocket 10. So, but last 4 shots he's been in the pocket, so now it's just a question of fine-tuning, getting some carry. And again, they're on brand new pins. Same pins that Dave got, or Chris got, the Lens.
Yep.
Okay. So the fourth and the fifth. Looks close. Yep, there we go. All right, so Dan strikes frame number 6. So Dan's up 22 pins. Can extend it to 32 with another one. Nice. Big strike there. That puts him up 32 with 4 frames to go. So Anton's got to rock and roll now. Beautiful. Beautiful shot.
Looks like he moved in quite a bit deeper.
Yep. Great look. Needs another one.
Looks like he's shaking his head as to say, why didn't I do that sooner?
But he did do it.
He
So
did.
ain't over yet.
Nope.
like it. Beautiful. 2 excellent shots. I told you he would figure it out sooner or later. There's 2 big balls there. Now he's put the heat right back on Dan. Don't go there. You need a vacation.
Yes, yes, very much so. That's what I call bowling nationals. That's my vacation.
Yeah.
Drive there, bowl, drive home.
Oh, yeah, that's a great vacation. Yeah.
You know.
Unless you happen to win a couple grand on the way out. You could always do that, you know.
That would always be helpful.
Yes. Okay, can Danny throw another one? Oh, no. Oh, no. High through the face. Big 4. 6 count on a double. Not good. Not good at all. Drastic change. So he gets 2 out of the 4. He's a 138 in the 8th. Best he can do. Of course, 198 scratch plus 27 for 225. And gives Anton a huge door to go through. Especially since those last 2 balls he threw were absolutely flush. Very nice. All right, good comeback. Oh, it's a shame. That big 4 could have had 4 in a row. Bummer. So Anton's got to go. Frame number 9 for Anton. Beautiful. You liked it when he let it go. Big ball. Puts the pressure squarely on Dan. If he can throw this one, he could basically shut him out. So he can go 224 scratch, 231 with handicap. Ooh, little high. Here's a 4-pin. So he can go spare strike for 203 and 7 for 210. Which means Dan must double.
And other than the 8th frame, Dan's had a very good look on the right
Yeah,
leg.
he really has. All right. So Anton with just 1 open. Grinding out a 203 scratch. Puts the ball in Dan's court. Will he come through? Boom. Beautiful. All right, good finish. Anton Johnson with handicap shoots 210. So it's all up to Dan. If Dan can throw this one, he'll advance. Other than that, Anton will meet our tournament leader, Nathan Roth. Neither one with a title. So again, a new champion.
There for a while, every time I came to his live stream ABT, new champion.
That's good. I like that. So does my embroiderer. Big ball for Dan here. I'll either lose by 5 or win by at least 5. Maybe. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Yep. Yep. That was the ball. It's going to make Anton a third place finisher. Well, even though he threw that big 4 in between 2 doubles, he really could have ran away with it.
Really could have.
So Anton's going to go in third place, $420. Still a good day. And
1-4.
184, 212. If he converts. Closer, close. Looks good. All right, that should be enough. That was a great match. 212, 210. Anton Johnson, third place, $420. And Dan Bailey, first one to win 2 matches so far. $185 scratch, 212 with handicap. So our championship match today will feature Dan Bailey out of Fort Morgan, and he's going to take on a fairly newcomer. I think this is Nathan's first appearance in the top 5, but Nathan Roth of Greely. And you'll see that match as soon as we get back. We're going to give Nathan a couple minutes here to take some practice shots, and we'll begin our championship match. So we will step aside for just a moment. Again, you're watching the ABT here at Highland Park Lanes in Greely. We'll be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at Highland Park Lanes, ABT's championship match for this first week of May, and this is going to feature Dan Bailey of Fort Morgan up against Nathan Roth of Greely. This is Nathan's first time in the stair-step finals, and we had a top 8 format. He finished 6th, so his best finish by far, and he's looking for his first title, obviously. He's going to have Dan lead the match, so they're going to shake hands, and here we go. And he's also going to have a 5-pin advantage. So we'll see what happens. Anybody's guess. But if you had to make a wager, who would you like?
I kind of need to see him throw his first ball.
Oh, okay.
I didn't pay attention to his practice.
Oh, you fell asleep.
No, I was entertaining a child. It's okay. Most people would probably pick Dan just because he's got more time on the pair.
Yeah, that's true.
However, Nate may have a better look.
Ooh. Doesn't come up, leaves a 1-2-4. Nathan seems pretty relaxed for a guy that's making his first appearance in the stair-step finals. But he's had a good tournament. And he actually him and Anton pretty much beat the other 3 finalists by 20, 30 pins. So I think he likes where he's at. He's no nerves, but we'll find out when he throws his first ball. Just like you read it in the book. Converts to 1-2-4. So Dan Bailey sparing the first frame. Ooh. Nathan crosses over but doesn't kick out the 9.
That would look better if that would have been the first ball.
Yes.
I'm going to take the underdog. I'm going to take Nathan.
You're going to take Nathan.
I'm going to take the underdog.
Okay. I always like new champions, so I gotta go with you. Okay, kicked out the baby split, just leaves the 3-pin. But on this pattern, I would take 9 spare all day. I'd like my chances. Ooh, oh gosh. He's going to give us heart attacks watching this.
He's flirting with it.
Oh, it's light again. 1-2-4. And the winner today takes home $1,580. Second place, $790. Hold on. Nope. Walked away from him. 26 of the second for Dan. Nice. Good comeback. All right. It seems like every time Dan needs a strike or a double, he seems to pull it
He finds it.
out of the old hat. Notches up his concentration just a little bit. So far, so good. All right, Nathan Roth. Ooh, right. Crosses over, leaves the 3. The old 9 spare game still working. Early 17-pin lead. All right, much better. We didn't have to hold our breath wondering if that was going to stay there. Well, why not? Might as well keep going to the well, but this time he doesn't get a break. Leaves a 5-10.
One of these times he's going to cross over. He's going to carry.
Yeah, true. Actually, if he doesn't move and throws the same ball, he'll probably make the spare. So, see what happens. Ooh, look at that. Just the way he planned it to keep the people at home waking up and not passing out. I like that. Dan could use a double here. And get to within 5 pins. Nope, pulled it. Right in the right spot for a double. Why not? 5-pin difference right now. And he's in the hole, but he could take a 5-pin lead if he throws another one. That was a great shot right there.
To believe he's made a small move.
Yeah.
Found something inside that
Yep.
works.
And it held right up the line. Great Great shot, faced up real nice. So now he's up 5 pins. Why not? Nathan responds. He figures if you can cross over, so can I. Why not? There we go. There you go. All right, 3-bagger for Dan, double for Nate. 106 in the 5th for Nate. And conceivably, 116 for Dan in the 5th. Can you throw another one? Ooh. 5-pin. Anybody that's on a 3-bagger and then leaves a 5-pin, that's like at least a 6-pack. Or maybe a case. Depends on who your enemies are.
We're calling it a suitcase.
Yeah, pretty much a scratch match, within less than a mark if he converts. There you go. No problem. All right. So 105 in the 5th for Dan Bailey, working on a spare. And again, if Nate can throw 1 or 2 here when he gets up, that'll close the door on Dan's foot. Let's see if Dan can throw a strike here and give himself a chance. Nice close match. A little late. 2, 4, 5, 7. Count will hurt him a little bit, but needs to make the spare. Oh boy. Boy, 2 shots have really hurt him. Comes up late with a 6 count and then completely misses the spare. That could be a killer. Because Nate is around the pocket and he's making everything he's leaving so far. And again, a strike here really, really put it away. Oh, all right. 5-9. Converts this, he'll have a 17-point lead scratch. All right. That's always a nice chop. The 5 off of the 9, 6 off of the 10, 3 off of the 6, But he's a cool customer. All spare conversions, made a split and a double. Ooh, Ooh, I thought he was going to kick it 6 pin forward, but he doesn't. Another 9 count. He is just a grinder. So Dan Bailey with 127 in the 7th. Nate Roth a 143 in the 7th. 16 pin scratch plus 5 in handicap gives him a 21 pin lead with 3 frames to go for Mr. Bailey. Maybe. Oh no. Well, high leaves 3-6-10. Fat lady ain't singing, but she's starting to hum.
She's clearing her throat.
Yep. Kind of saw that coming.
And just took a drink of water.
136 open in the 8th. So here's the deal. Dan Bailey strikes out for 196 for 223. And basically Nathan just needs close frames. And if Dan doesn't strike, then Nathan basically one spare out of the next 2 frames and he's a winner. So good, comfortable place to be in. Nice shot though, here we go. When he had to have it, he gets it. He just wants Nate to think about it. He's going, no, not yet. Not yet. You're going to have to show me some more. Uh-oh. Runaway. Ooh. The only tap in bowling, the 1-5-10. But this is makeable, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And, ooh, that was a good try. All right, so he's opening the 9th, 167. And that glimmer of hope has gotten a little bit brighter. Much better shot. That's okay. That's all right. Easy spare. He goes spare strike for 187. 229 with handicap. All right, good shot. All right, get some count here. .219 with a strike. Or not. 5 count. Ow. 182. 182 and 214. 186. Well, just enough where Mr. Bailey must throw the first one. If he doesn't, he loses by a pin. But the last time we were in this situation, he came through. So big ball here. Why not? Are you for real?
Just remembering his match.
The
with,
Ralph
with
Pruitt.
Ralph. Yes.
The Ralph Pruitt shot. And that's going to make him a winner. Well, let's see. If he doesn't throw the next one, if he goes 9 spare, he shoots 185. 212. No, he needs this one. Wow. I thought he only needed the first one with Nate's 5 count on a fill ball, but I was incorrect. So he's got to come through again. Could he do a double snowplow?
The great Nick be wrong.
Yeah, right.
Never.
Look at this. Are you serious? It's incredible.
It is. It's fun to watch.
186. 188. 2. Wow.
Just gotta keep it on the lane.
Yep. Throws a strike carry, wins 223, 214. And realistically, that 7 miss by Nathan in the 8th, 9th was a tough one to take. But then that 5 count on a fill ball made it even worse. Why not? Throw a good one. Why not? Leave it 10. That's why he went the other way. All right. Dan Bailey, he survives, and I mean survives. Wow, Nathan gave him a run for his money, though. Nathan's going to take home second place money, $790. And Dan Bailey, our champion today, wins 222, 214, takes home $1,580. Incredible. We could yak about this all day, but I'm not going to.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Now, are you leaving this week or next week?
Leave on the 18th.
18th? Okay.
2 more weeks.
Well, have a safe trip. I know you're driving out to Vegas. I think you're out of your mind, but, you know, why not?
Still young enough to do it.
Good point. All right, guys. All right, that'll do it for us here at Highland Park. A unusual finish with Dan Bailey of Fort Morgan being our champion. I believe that's title number 5 with me here. And again, he's won 8 or 9 that I know of in Michigan. So over the years, he's won quite a bit. But luck was on his side today. What are you going to do?
Hope for the best.
That's it. That's all you can do. All right, guys, we're going to leave now since we've had just way too much fun. I think time's up. Again, don't forget next week, Centennial Lanes. We get to mess with Don Agstad for a while. That's always fun. And you'll be on the kryptonite pattern, 43 feet. So on behalf of all of us here, Neo Prism Media, ABT, have a great week, and we will see you next weekend.